Doing a job like this is worthwhile, valuable, and to me, there's an element of duty about it. Some of my earliest memories relate to times that my parents spoke to me, or even better, showed me what it meant to have both privilege and responsibilities.
Charles sort of set out almost what everybody's role would be, and he named that William and Catherine would be the new Prince and Princess of Wales.
I think he will be very much a king who knows his own mind. William is a very determined man. I think he takes the role very seriously. I think he believes in monarchy.
At the moment, they are the golden couple.
The royal family is built on history and tradition and protocol, but actually in William and Kate, you see a future king and queen who are driving it forward and taking it on to the next step.
It goes on and on and on, doesn't it? There's queues of people.
This family has service sort of, running through them. William has got it, his father's got it, his grandmother's got it. But I think he's also very much more a man of the modern age and of the people.
He will be very much more modern than his grandmother or his father, and I think he'll be much more the people's king.
To me, I didn't join the forces to be, like I said a lot of times before, mollycoddled or treated any different. Every day you come in to work and you don't quite know what's going to happen. It's quite exciting in that sense. It's unpredictable. I think as a future head of the armed forces, it's really important that I at least get the opportunity to be credible and to do the job that I signed up for and to do the best I can.
And that was the point at which I think William went from being a young man to a future king.
Following the death of his dearest and most revered grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II, Prince William's father, now Charles III, ascended to the throne, and Prince William took the title of Prince of Wales. His Royal Highness, Prince William, is now second in line to the throne, but he has his work cut out, following in his father's footsteps and keeping up the tradition of duty and hard work. His destiny is to inherit the crown and succeed to the throne. But how does a prince prepare to become king?
Crowds gathered outside Buckingham Palace throughout the evening. Then at 10:25, their patience was rewarded with the formal notice of the birth. It was signed by Mr. George Pinker, the Queen's gynecologist, and other doctors who attended the princess.
Prince William, now Prince of Wales, firstborn son of King Charles III and Diana, Princess of Wales, has always been in the spotlight. Born second in line to the throne, he was destined for a life of duty and of service.
The fact that Diana produced a little boy, an heir, I think just further endeared her to the British public. People loved her even more, and when she came out holding Prince William with Prince Charles, images that really just melted, I think, even the most hardened hearts around the country. And it was a cause for great celebration. Britain had come through a difficult time, and I think the royal family were giving the country something to look forward to.
The skies were clear this morning as the Royal Australian Air Force jet made its approach. Prince and Princess emerged showing no sign of the long flight, and obviously well educated in the right sort of clothes to wear in Central Australia. And then the moment more than 100 reporters and cameramen flew from all over the world to see the public debut of 9-month-old Prince William, second in line to the throne.
Of course, for Prince William, he would have been able to understand little of what was going on around him at the time, as his nanny carried him carefully down the steps of the aircraft onto Australian soil. Diana's decision to take her baby, Prince William, with her on their tour of Australia and New Zealand in 1983 was criticised in some corners of the media But it was a turning point for Diana, and the catalyst for her to grow in popularity with the public.
With Coinbase, you can trade Bitcoin in 6 easy steps. Create and verify your Coinbase account.
Later, to protect the young princes, William and Harry, from the excesses of the press and paparazzi, the royal family came to an agreement with the media that the boys would be free from press intrusion whilst they were being educated. And in exchange, the family undertook to give regular updates to the mainstream media.
Exactly on time, the family emerged from the house, one prince carrying another. Everyone agreed that Prince William had grown a lot in the 5 weeks since he arrived in Australia at Alice Springs. The princess, wisely hedging her bets a little, had told us she would not guarantee that the 10-month-old prince would crawl. So what did Prince William do immediately?
William had a fairly traditional aristocratic childhood, in as much as he was taken care of by nannies. His parents were Diana particularly was a modern parent, but she was a modern aristocratic parent, and she did use nannies, and the nannies really were the people that William spent most of his time with. He had been a very outgoing little boy. At his first school, he was known as Basher Wills or Basher Wales, because he was, quite stroppy and confident.
After his early years at Ludgrove School, the young Prince William entered the gates of Eton College, where he fitted in easily to its centuries-old traditions, and where he found like-minded people.
For their eldest son's big day, the Princess of Wales was in the driving seat. With the Prince of Wales at her side, Eton's most famous new boy was with his younger brother Harry in the back.
William's education was at Eton College. Eton College is probably the leading public school in England, and it's very traditional. William's mother, Diana, Princess of Wales, insisted that he went to Eton, as did her father and her younger brother Charles. Prince Charles acceded to this. He went to Gordonston, where he was thoroughly miserable and cried almost every time he had to go back to school, even as a teenager. And he allowed his sons both to go to a very elitist school. It's very elite, it's very expensive, it's very posh, if you will, but it also has a degree of freedom for the pupils. They are encouraged to be self-confident and to find themselves. And when William came there after being at Ludgrove, the prep school, people realized as he had to sign in, every pupil signs into the book when they come, that he was left-handed. First time people realized he was a southpaw.
William threw himself enthusiastically into school life. But if there was one area in which he really excelled, it would be sport. An arena in which he continues to devote his energies to this day, seeming to naturally embrace all the principles of sportsmanship and teamwork which make it so important in our lives. Unfortunately, although William enjoyed his time at Eton, it was of course blighted by the tragic death of his mother. Prince William moved to the Royal Air Force, and in 2008 he completed a 12-week intensive flying training course at RAF College Cranwell.
Prince William will arrive here January 2008, and he'll be attached to the Royal Air Force for 4 months, and during that time there'll be some flying training, and he'll also then go on to operational squadrons to see how the operational side of the Royal Air Force operates. I think everybody's very excited. I know Prince William's keen to come here and learn to fly, and the instructors who've been chosen to teach him